is self-respect for black people, period. For us. Do we have self-respect for us? And I thought about a few things because I saw a quote from somebody saying we're like the only race that celebrates saying negative names about each other, right? Even you can even go to the hip hop culture, the rap culture. You know, we do diss songs and stuff like that. Like nobody does that in no other genre. Like R&B doesn't have like diss songs.
Man, you know, country singers diss each other. We just don't know the beef.
Probably, you might be.
We
right.
just don't know the beefs.
You might be right, but I'm just okay. Think about things like this. Okay, why are we trying to make words like bitch? We're like, oh, we're going to take the power away from it. I like, but are you really taking the power away from it if no one can call you that? Like somebody like, oh, I'm a bitch. Yeah, I'm the best bitch out here. I'm the best bitch at this job. But then a random person call you a bitch and you're ready to fight. So are you really taking the power away from it? And even the same thing with nigga. Are you really taking the power out of that? Because people have been saying that for we put the A in it and take the ER out of it. So we take the power away from it. So can a white person call you that? No. So you're not taking the power away from it.
Yeah.
But yet we call each other that. You know, and I'm a hypocrite. I'm going to say that because I say it.
I say it all the time. Not all the time. I've cut back.
Yeah, I cut back too. I got a diet on it now. I've cut back a lot as I've gotten older. But there was a time where it used to be every 3 words, and I would even put it in 1 word as a syllable at the end somehow. I say it a lot. But, and just things like, okay, this is another thing I stopped doing. I stopped calling. I was like, hey, that's my boy over there. You know, that's my boy over there. Yeah, that's my boy over there. Yeah, he's good. That's a kind of a demeaning word. Because what if somebody, what if a white person called you that?
That's my boy. I mean,
what if a white person called you that?
It depends on how you say it.
Boy.
That's different.
That's boy. It's a word.
That's my boy right up. That's my partner.
Okay. So you say if a white person say that's my boy. That's my boy.
It depends on who the white person is.
Any of them.
I've had a white boy. I had a homeboy named Cal. That's my boy. That's my boy. I don't see it anyway.
A random one though.
No, it depends on how they say it.
Hey boy, you want this Reese's Pieces I got in the front
no,
of the store?
Because why are you offering me a Reese's? What?
Because I'm thinking about the gas station.
Hey, if I need the sausages. That's wild. When it comes to words, man, I try to cut back on nigga. I try to cut back on bitch. I try to cut back on derogatory terms, period, because the world is sensitive now. But if a white person called me a nigga, I'm probably gonna laugh first.
Oh, really?
Because it's like, I got you so worked up that you had to break the glass and use the N-word. You get what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good response. That's what the response should be for most people, but we know it's not. And people die over that word still.
Yeah, they do. I won't be no time soon, but they do.
Well, okay. What about thought shit? I'm a thought, or I'm a, you know, yeah, I'm a hoe. Yeah, I'm a hoe. Who? Why do we encourage that?
I feel like you're coming back around for city girls, and I'm going to stand up for them. Okay.
No, I was talking about Megan on that one, but yeah, since let's bring it back to city girls while we at. I'm glad you said something because they are probably the inventors of the thought shit. Go ahead.
I don't. Again, it's all about who's saying it and how much power you want to get behind it. Like, I don't like those. I have 2 daughters, so I don't want my daughters repeating and saying these things, and putting this on themselves. Like, you're not a hoe, you're not a thot, you're not with thot shit. I get it, it's catchy, but you're not going to say it. But an adult woman, do what you want to do. If you want to call yourself a thot, call yourself a thot. You want to, hey bitch, you want to do that? Do that. That's fine.
Why is that fine though?
Because it's just a word.
Nah, words ain't just words.
Like,
man. Words got meanings.
Like no cap is not wearing a ball cap, or it's saying like no bullshit. It's just another word. It's just a word that's going to get used for a little while, tossed away, brought back, tossed away. It's slang. But so that's why it's not even.
But the sting never goes away. As long as nigga has been around, it's still derogatory. No matter how many times we take the power out of it. You can't let any white person just say it and like, okay, yeah, this is a word. It's like, okay, when you were little, I'm sure you would call names like okay, not saying you will call these names, but okay, say somebody walked up to you now and say, you're silly or you're crazy. And you might have been 2 years old and heard that, like, oh, don't call me crazy. And now you done built up a tolerance to it. It's nothing now. Yeah. People got to try harder now. It's not the same with the N-word. It's not the same with calling someone a bitch. If I go to the drive-thru and call somebody a bitch for giving me cold fries, they're gonna want to fight. And they're gonna be upset by that. Most of the time, they're not be like, thank you.
Using it. It's how you say it. It's how you present it. That's what it boils down to, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it has anything to do with self-respect. I don't think it has anything to do with black people or race. I think it's what level of maturity you're at and how the person says it to you. If somebody look at me and be like, oh, you a bitch ass nigga, it depends on who it is and how they say it. Because like if somebody's trying to comfort me in a wild way, then it's gonna be confrontation. But I've jokingly called a homie, you a bitch ass nigga, man, shut up.
Okay.
And we laugh about it. So it's all about your level of maturity and the tone of it. You can't let words dictate how you move around, man. You
shouldn't. You're right. We shouldn't.
Okay. But I don't think that has anything to do with self-respect.
But at the same time, you are saying that we are not taking the power out of it, because you're saying it depends on how you say it. So if I say it in a demeaning way, you haven't taken the power out of it at all. You just changed the context.
You're right. You're right. I gotta agree with you on that one.
Yeah. So, you can say bitch ass nigga to me. I'll be all right.
Yeah, because like I'm not a bitch ass nigga, but
right. You can say it in a funny way, I can say you look like a Vienna sausage, and you wouldn't be offended at that.
You're gonna laugh and keep going.
Yeah,
that's wild. I wouldn't know your fascination with Vienna sausages, but
it is no
gas station Vienna sausage.
Don't try to put that on me. No. Now you've turned that into a derogatory term now, sir.
See how easy that was.
Yeah, see the power of words.